An Indonesian named Novita Kurnia Putri reportedly killed as a wrong target in a shooting conducted by two young men in San Antonio, Texas. Indonesian government, through the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia, or KJRI in Houston, Texas, immediately arranged Novita's body's return process to Indonesia as per the request of her family in Semarang, Central Java. Now we are connected with Omer Siregar, the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia, or KJRI, in Houston via live Zoom to explain on the chronology of the process of Novita's return to Indonesia. Hello, Mr. Andre.
Good morning from Houston.
Good morning from Houston and good afternoon from Jakarta, Indonesia. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you very much.
We are very sorry to hear the sad news about Indonesian citizen Novita that were as a target. And can you tell us more? How is the chronology of the wrongful target shooting in Texas where Novita Kurnia Putri, an Indonesian citizen, was killed?
So it is quite a tragic story. It is unfortunate. It is a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But however it may be, she was an Indonesian citizen, married to an American man. Upon receiving the news on that fateful Monday or Tuesday morning, Tuesday dawn, we made collaborations or coordination not only with the families, but also I visited the site and met directly with the husband, Robert, and discovered that what actually happened was truly unfortunate. That night, she was just working after receiving a client for her Airbnb accommodation. And at that time, two 14 and 15-year-old boys thought that her house was the residence of one of their foes, and decided to use a stolen rifle and fire about 100 rounds, and in which one of those bullets got Novita.
Okay, and we believe that the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia, or KJRI, in Houston, Texas, are immediately arranged Novita's body's return to Indonesia. And how is the process of the administration for the return of Novita Kurnia Putri's body by the State Secretary of Texas so far? And how long will the process take?
Well, again, it's not a matter of a timeline. The procedures really is for the body to go to the coronary and go to the rumah duka, or the place where they would, allow for the body to be examined, and usually without in normal timeline, it will take about a month or more. But I met with the Secretary of State, and inshallah, Texas is very friendly to Indonesia, and they want to have it resolved and assisted as soon as possible, so that as per the request of Novita's family, the body can be brought back to Indonesia. And her husband, inshallah, will also be accompanying her as soon as all the paperwork is done.
Okay, so that's good to hear that all the paperwork are being done. And what are the requirements or other requirements for the repatriation of the body in accordance with the regulations in Texas?
Well, again, it's just a death certificate, and the problem is the way that she died was not easy, and and there is a legal process involved to have everything thoroughly recorded. One thing, it is something that once that death certificate is provided by the city, inshallah, they can really release the body and coordinate for her departure for Indonesia. Again, this is administrative. It's only been a few days. Inshallah, it shouldn't be a problem. But of course, I can imagine the families are quite upset it is tragic that it happened, but this is still the administrative requirement.
Yeah. And what is the role of the Indonesian government and also the Minister of Foreign Affairs in responding and assisting victims' family post to the shooting incidents?
Well, like I said, upon receiving the news, I learned from it in the media, and about a few hours later, Alhamdulillah, I was able to visit San Antonio from Houston. It's about a 3-hour drive, and also the ministry folks were contacting the families in Indonesia. They live in Semarang, and upon the family's request, wanted Novita to return to Indonesia with our assistance. And with that, we're working on the logistics to have her brought back to Indonesia. But more importantly, this is quite tragic. Yeah? I mean, like she was a great person. They were newly married. It's only been a few years, and they've been together for not too long. But under COVID, they wanted to go back to Indonesia, but this is unexpected circumstances. Alhamdulillah, we were able to communicate with their families in the best way possible.
Okay, and this tragic incident happened a few days ago. And as of today, how do you see the local police's response in handling of the investigation into the shooting incident?
Well, again, you have to remember that this is Texas, and Texas is a very a state that takes this kind of things very seriously. Texas is the highest, is the state with the highest capital punishment compared to other states in the U.S. And even though that the persons that were involved were children, 14 and 15, city of Texas does not forgive such kind of behavior, and in many cases have made children brought into adult status in their persecution. If the police have actually captured them, and they're still examining the case. There are about five people involved. One of them is a 17-year-old. They stole a car. They stole a rifle, and they shot people. And so it's still being determined what kind of a crime it is. It could be criminal negligence, in which they didn't mean to kill somebody, but the sentence could be between 5 to 99 years in jail, or it could be something quite severe. So again, it's very severe. I've examined the penal code, and as angry as we are, we should also know that this happened in Texas, and where they don't really forgive this kind of incidents.
Yeah. And we really hope that the process of the returning Novita's body to Indonesia will go smoothly. And once again, thank you very much, Mr. Omer Siregar from Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia, or KJRI, in Houston, Texas, for joining us. May Novita Kurnia Putri rest in peace, and our deepest condolences from TVRI World.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, and good morning once again.